Welcome to Algo Hour. It's June 13th. It's our 13th episode. We got lots of good stuff. I'm really excited. I've got Ted. Hi, Ted.
How's
We
it going?
missed
Good to see
you. We missed you, but thanks for sending in your stuff lately. We don't miss sports, even if we miss having you live.
Well, I've been in the field, doing some research, dare I say. So it was well worth it, and trust me, once we get to that segment, we've got a lot to talk about.
You're excited for sports today, eh?
Oh yeah, lots of fun stuff. Lots of
love it.
exciting things.
All right, well, we're trying out all sorts of new stuff on the show, and one of the things is that our special guest gets picked by a wheel. So there's a tweet. You can go put your hand up, and then we spin a wheel we'll spin the wheel today for next week's show. So if you want to be on the show, go find that tweet, stick your hand up, and like I said, we'll spin the wheel. I've got last week's wheel here. Flamborgini. How you doing? Moon. I'm so happy you're here.
I'm great. I loved every time I'm on a thing, like having the crisis of what name do I put?
I know. Right?
So I put like a poll out on Twitter, and there was like it's pretty even for like the 3 different names. So whatever you want to call me.
And you were like Moonalgo, like just give me Moon.algo, but I was scared to ask. I just went with exactly what you typed.
No, that's great because I was not able to get the NFD, the Moon.algo. I do have the Moonalgo.algo, but
I
or the
remember
real
deciding
Moon.
whether to do that. Algo.algo or IRL. And I only bought the one because I'm cheap, but I went for the 3-letter.
Was IRL, was it like auctioned off, reverse auction, or were you able to just grab it?
I was able to grab it, thankfully. But it cost me a pretty penny. Those 3-letter ones back then, it seemed like a lot
cheaper because algo price has gone down. So
well, it's more algo.
Early. It would be more algo now.
Right. It seemed like a lot at the time, but hindsight's 2020. So I'm excited. We have a lot going on. Last week we gave away 750 coupons for everybody who watched live. It was really fun, and we're going to do it again this week. But I'm learning as I go. So if you want to be in and on the wheel for the 500 coupons that we'll give away for watching live today, comment with your wallet or your NFT. Because I'm still tracking down our flex time winner from last week. If you know 1134 on I know, it's okay. But if you know 1134 who commented last week helping us judge our NFT flex time, have them reach out to me or comment again with their wallet info. But I think I got the prizes to everyone else this week. So that's really exciting. Like I said, 500 coupons. And then we also gave away 750 coupons if we got some material, which I put out usually. And we correct things such as prices wrong, or we count something wrong, just little tweaks, maybe not as long of wait times when I'm fixing something, but it's been really fun. So we're going to do it again this week. Stick around for that. I do have our first challenge for you if you're ready, Moon, and then we're going to go talk to Joe Polny from AF. But I want you to post 2 of your best NFT flex times.
Ooh, all right.
So while we do some of the rest of the show, get on there, post it using our hashtag, and we'll review them. And you can maybe win some algo for the project or organization of your choice if our panel sees your flex as fit.
All right.
All right, Teddy, let's check in with the comments here.
All right.
You should put your mic louder and the background a little less. I will try to tweak that. It's really hard to tweak when there's not live listeners to give me that feedback. So I appreciate it. Let's see here.
I'm reloading the stream here. minor technical difficulties on my phone.
This is how I feel right now. Fisherman's got my vibes. You just wait, because later in the show, we've got Ross.algo filling in for Lord Beluga. I know, it's kind of a star-studded show. I'm really excited. But yeah, let's see here. Flambo Moon is the best. For anybody not keeping track, that is Moonalgo, Flamborgini.algo, at Gary Jules. Am I missing any? I think I got them.
Meep.
Let's go. Oh, I love it. Eddie is tuning in. He was our special guest last week. It was lots of fun. And then if you haven't noticed, Teddy, down below, I always do this not very well, like this. We have more sponsors. We have new sponsors. We have 2 new sponsors this week. But shout out to all of them. We've got NFDomains, Rain Gallery, NiftGen, Basic Belinda, Algobots, Chris Swenor, gov.voi.algo, Algo Leagues, and Noti Boy now. So that's 9. I'm super proud that it's people, it's projects, it's businesses. I can't tell you how much it, the good vibes it gives me.
It speaks to the community nature, the community lift of nature of the whole show and everything like that. And not only from the financial contributions from people down below, but also like shouting out Joe and Ross and a couple of the other amazing, awesome individuals too, that and Felicia, that, you know, the other stuff, right? The content. You guys are all awesome too. And IRL, she was talking briefly. We have a new introduction for one of our segments, and I don't want to spoil it, but you know, you did a really good job, and I don't think that gets enough love.
I'm really excited. Like I said, it's a huge show. We got Moon, we got Russ. We've overhauled our dev segment. Ask a Dev is been sunsetted, and we're going to call it Dev's Den instead. It's going to be great. That's coming up next. We're going to let Moon do his flex, and then we'll come back and play another game with him. Okay?
I posted my 2 flexes.
All right.
I don't know if I did it right. But an old one I've been holding for almost 2 years. I got it for 4 algo, and then one I picked up yesterday. So both classics, but you know, one that I've been holding for a really long time, and one that I've just recently picked up. So
okay, we'll see them during flex time. I dig it. Anybody else want to get their flex in that's watching live, go ahead and use that hashtag NFT flex time so we can find them, but we'll look at them all. And let me go find Joe. Sorry about that.
Here we go.
I went a little out of order. We'll get there. It's fancy though. What do you think of your fancy intro?
I love it. Love the new intro, the new name. It's great. Dig the vibe.
I just felt like we really had to like up the cool factor a little bit. So I'm stoked. I DM'd you earlier in the week because I was all proud. There was a tweet that went out that I had gotten participation keys and delegated that participation. And you were like, that's a great topic. So I want to hear all about it. But I also am just jazzed about Dev's Den and the intro and just the whole package. Tell me about it.
Yeah. So on Algorand, if you want to help secure the network, so help make sure that all the transactions and blocks are valid, you run what's called the participation node. And this basically talks with other nodes in the network and verifies all those transactions, the blocks and everything. And one of the cool things about Algorand is that there is no minimum amount of algo you need to participate on the network. So like Ethereum, for example, you need 32 Ethereum to stake. On Algorand, even if you have 0.1 algo, you can participate. And so this makes it really easy for people to get involved. But of course, you still need to actually run the actual computer. So if you're not able to run the full node yourself, then you can do what's called delegation and basically let other people participate on your behalf. And what's nice about Algorand is that it's still completely trustless. So like you said, you can generate what's called a participation key and give that to someone else, and they can add it to their node. And what that will basically do is have your algos be participating in the network. So when I say your algos are participating, that basically means every time there's a chance for someone to help secure the network, there's basically a lottery, and your chances to win that lottery of participating increases based on the amount of algo you have. So you giving your participation keys to someone else, you're basically handing over those lottery tickets to whoever else is running that node. And the nice thing is that that participation key you generate, that only corresponds to those lottery tickets. It doesn't correspond to your algo. So you could give your participation key to everyone, and all of your algo and your account and your ITs and everything would still be secure. So on Algorand, you can delegate your participation, but still keep your account secure. And like I said, you can do that with just 0.1 algo. And especially now where people are really getting more interested in participation, it's a great way to help the network without having to go through the process of running a node yourself. So on Algorand, we try to make it as easy as possible.
And I know one-click nodes are coming, and that's great. And I mean, it does not take a lot of computing power. I know when I first got in to Algorand, they said you could run it on a Raspberry Pi, which I did not know was not a dessert. So I mean, I know that it's not very processing heavy, I guess, but it's still over my head in its current stage. So I was really excited to be able to delegate it. And like you said, it helps secure the network, which I heard Jaws talk about on the next block yesterday. I don't know if you caught that, but it was amazing. Yep. And so, yeah, I'm proud that I'm participating now. And really all I did was fill out a form. They made it really easy. I had no help me with it, but I think B13 also takes delegations. There's a few people. So if you're interested in helping secure the network, it's kind of cool. And I was just really excited to kind of talk shop with you now that I'm online, right?
Yeah, that's awesome. And yeah, what's really cool is once you start participating, you can see on chain, when you vote and propose blocks, you can actually see yourself getting involved, which is really cool. And like you said, it's a really good solution for people that either don't want to run a node or feel like they don't have the resources. Right. And this is especially important, not only when you consider us, who we all probably could afford to run a node if we wanted to, but there's other places in the world where you care about Algorand, but you might just not have access to those sort of computing resources. So it's a really great way to get everyone involved, regardless of your technical ability or the resources you have available to you. And then, like I said, you can see it happening live on the network. It's pretty cool to see.
I just got a tickle out of seeing online. I didn't even know what that was for the longest time. So it was really cool. I do know there's some questions in the comments. I'm going to give you homework and have you go through those and reply back. But Null did point out, and it was obviously one of the selling features, is the participation keys are completely separate from my private keys. So that's my algos and my NFTs. All my nice JPEGs and my NFTs and everything are safe. But also it doesn't lock the algos in the account. So I can go on and live my normal Web3 life after doing this, which is really cool too. It just, your odds update as you spend and receive stuff. So
yeah, exactly. And also should mention that, so you give your participation key to someone, and what you're basically doing is saying, I trust that you participate honestly on my behalf.
Right.
If there's ever a case where they weren't doing that or they stopped participating, then it's whoever owns the signing key has the ability to register online and offline. So at any time, if you want them to stop participating, you can do that completely on your own without them being involved at all. So just wanted to mention that. And then also you mentioned NFDomains. Shout out to them, especially for sponsoring. And also on NFDomains, they have a participation leaderboard. So if you have an NFDomain tied to your account that's participating, you can see it on their leaderboards. So
I also heard that, and I haven't done it yet. I'll update everyone next week. But you can get a modifier for your your PFP on NFTs. I think it's a halo if you participate in consensus.
Oh, cool! I didn't know that.
So I think that's a thing. I know Fisherman was watching. Maybe he can drop that in the comments for us. But we will, we'll talk again soon. I know I finally bumped into you on the poker table last night, which was super fun, but you kicked my butt. But yeah, so there's more exciting stuff to come. Reminder for anybody who wants in. Fisherman just doubled our coop prices for the episode. So I don't have the cool wow, 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 wow sound effects, but I feel like that's warranted. So we're going to go back and play a game with Moon, but I'll see you later for flex time, okay?
All right, just real quick, I do want to say a quick disclaimer. If anyone there has manages NFT tools or like a DApp, make sure you update to Wallet Connect V2 because V1 is going to stop working. And I can follow up with more information. That's pretty technical discussion. So if anyone has an NFT minting tool or anything like that that uses Wallet Connect, make sure you're update. Feel free to reach out to me if you need more help with that. But yeah, I'll hand it back to you now.
We appreciate you, Joe, big time. I'll see you later.
All right, bye.
Oh my gosh, that Joe's a gem. I love him.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. My lights went out, so you got Moon in the dark, which I guess makes sense.
Oh my gosh.
It's just one of my two. The light that's directly over where I sit. The other one on the other side of the room is on, but it's just funny.
I love it. That's the fun of a live show.
I thought the power had gone out, which it didn't. It was just the light. So I was like, oh no, I don't know how I'm going to get back on. But internet, everything, the rest of the house, it's fine. Just the light directly above.
I saw somebody make a suggestion that the AF, Stacy could ask people to hold their AF meetings in the dark to save on power, but also money. And I thought it was a great idea. I was like, I would love to see that commitment. Let's go. So Moon is leading by example.
Yep. I'm going to use the saved electricity to load up my bag of algo.
You can buy a lot of algo right now. It's on
the
sale.
saved electricity from this light. Yeah.
Right. Well, I have a game that I like to play, but I'm going to start with the disclosure. Lord Beluga, bless his heart, he's making the riddles. This week and last week, he's helped me out with these limericks. So they're Luga-esque, and I love them, and I just love this game. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you 3 fill-in-the-blank limerick-style riddles. We'll give you 10 algo for each right answer towards the project or organization of your choice. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Well, I don't know what I'm going to pick, but I'm ready for these limericks.
Okay, sounds good. Not a fan of Ooga Booga, just a train going chuga chuga. Just a silly guy who climbs so high, they call him Lord
Beluga.
Oh, there we go.
I'd feel really bad if I got that one wrong.
I feel like, he was really bummed he was missing today's show. So we also got an ad spot from him today. So we won't miss his face too much, thank goodness. He said something in for us. While some days it feels like quicksand, this 4-year-old is worth more than $1,000. The network with ludicrous speed takes care of every need. I sure am thankful for
Algorand. Happy birthday.
Yay! Good job. You've been around as long as you're going to get these right. All right.
I have a 4-year-old. Algorand acts similarly sometimes.
Same friend. A project creating exposure, a good chance you won't stay sober. Racing, slapping, and making memes. Algorand is home for this team. The queen of horses.
Thurstober.
Oh, ding, ding, ding. Good job.
I didn't even have to do anything. It's just nice. Normally I'm having to be the lifeline or anything else. So thanks for making my job easy.
He's a pro. I tell you what, I'm and we have another challenge for you a little bit later in the show, which I'm really excited to see somebody that I kind of know do. Eddie did it last week. He did a good job, but I tried it out myself when I was thinking up this game, and I know kind of what my high score is. So I'm really interested to see if Moon can.
I'm looking forward to it.
Can put up a good score.
I love that because I listen to NPR all the time, and they always do those limericks, and they're, I always get the NPR ones wrong, but yeah, that was good. That's good.
They're not easy, but that's totally my inspiration. It's my favorite radio game. Wait, don't tell me. It's great. If you don't watch it, you should, or listen to it. But yeah, I love that you said that. We're bonding. This is great.
Yes.
All right, so coming up next, we're going to do news, then sports, which is my favorite thing to say. I don't know, it just makes me feel very legitimate. News and sports. And then you're going to take a crack at hosting Who's Active with Ross.
Let's go.
Hello, welcome. This is my section. I am Ted. I'm here to talk to you today about all the different athletic stuff going on in the world. Specifically, just the things that I think you, the people, should know about. And that's sports stuff right there in a nutshell. Kicking us off here, we've got a lot of different topics to talk about. First of all, we'll start off with the European sports first, with the French Open and Novak Djokovic winning his, I want to say, 30th Grand Slam. Regardless, he took the record and is now the single best tennis player according to that metric, even though I understand how much of a debate that can really upstart when you start talking about Federer and Djokovic and Nadal. But regardless, it was still really awesome to see. He still got it. He beat someone that is literally younger than me, for context. So, and you would think that someone doesn't have that kind of skills. Looking forward, we had to footy. We had Manchester City beating Inter Milan 1-0 with a 68-minute goal by Rodri, and they went on and successfully took the treble, where they essentially, Manchester City went and got all of the trophies that they possibly could have from all the different leagues and did it all in 1 year. It's a very, very tough accomplishment. And even a club as prestigious as Manchester City, this is still really, really big for them. So it was really awesome to see that. And Erling Haaland, while he didn't have a goal, his performance throughout the whole season was definitely kind of the main stalwart for this team. And it was really, really cool to watch him blossom into such an amazing player that he is today. Going on forward, we're going to go kind of give us a quick look at the hockey, where we have the Vegas Golden Knights taking on the Florida Panthers, where they lead the series 3-1 right now. The last game, it was very tepid. As the final whistles blew, there were multiple fights, multiple scuffles. People were on the ground, gloves were off. It is getting chippy out there on the ice. The series will go back to Vegas today on Tuesday for an 8 p.m. Eastern puck drop. That's what they're called. And that is going to be exciting. We're going to see Jack Eichel and the rest of the Vegas Knights go against Matthew Tkachuk and the Florida Panthers. Tkachuk is still questionable with concussion after he got rocked in game 4, excuse me. And yeah, we will see. We will see. Going forward, finally, we had the NBA Finals, where my Denver Nuggets were hosting the championship against the Miami Heat, and they won. They won. That's it. That's right. In a 94-89 win over the Miami Heat in Denver to secure their first ever NBA championship in 40-something years. It was super fun for me to go and experience that, be an on-field reporter, not in the arena, but essentially around it, and just enjoying the fanfare with all of the other awesome people that love this team. You had Nikola Jokic winning the Finals MVP trophy to go alongside his Western Conference MVP trophy. So I think he's up to half a dozen of those things now. Between the MVPs and whatnot. So he's really going to have a full trophy closet if he's not keeping it up. We've got a parade on Thursday for that, and if you're in the Denver area, you should come out and attend. There will be more information as we get closer to that. But that's kind of the high level for sports. Looking ahead, we've got the Vegas game tonight, like I briefly mentioned, and then we're going to start to get a little bit more into baseball as summer gets fully into swing. And let me tell you, some of those Rockies games are quite adventurous, especially me being at high altitude in Colorado, where you're seeing this baseball just go flying through the air. It's exciting. So that's all I've got for now. Tune in next week to find out more. And IRL, back to you. Wait, I forgot. We're going to get active first. Go on and let's get Ross and Moon on the screen.
Hello, everyone. So, last week's challenge, good news, you still have time to enter. The winner will receive a thumb from the very talented Algo hands. And if that wasn't enough, you'll also get 100 Algo too. So all you've got to do is upload your video or a video of you running by the end of the show, put it on Twitter, add the hashtag algoactive, and you may be in with a chance to win a fantastic thumb.
That's us right there, yeah.
So this is all the algoactive winners, is it? Or right.
Oh, with the kids, that's great. I feel like I've been pretty active. It's hard to remember to get time to like record it, you know.
You've got to be recording it to have a chance to win, Moon.
I did this takes me back when I was in high school. I did online gym. I had to take a gym class and I did the online gym. And so you had to record yourself like being active.
Funnily enough, me and Algo hands were together being active last week in Lisbon.
That's awesome. Yeah.
We were hitting the gym every day, but no running, sadly, and certainly no videos of us running, as he doesn't want his face to be public just yet. Really nice entrance here. We saw, was that a dog I just seen? Always a fan of a dog. Great.
I love that like who's active right now and Algo active, it's getting not just Algo holders, but their kids, their pets, their friends, their significant others. They're all getting active. I think that's great.
So this week's challenge is weighted sit-ups, and you have a video right here of us showing you how to do it. I've actually engaged the help of my trusted sidekick for this, which you'll see very, very soon. I don't know if there's any volume to it. A baby or a dog, really whatever you want. So let's get into it. So, in my case, I'm going to use my trusted sidekick and show you guys how it's done.
That's awesome.
So, you can keep the weight on your chest. In my case, I'm going to lift Berta up like this. And we're going to just go up and down. And up and up. You probably wouldn't be surprised that this is not the first time I've done this with her. And down. And it's really that simple. So, I've done some
Guys,
acro yoga. with her
Go
in
get
the
it and
past.
show us your best weighted sit-up.
That's awesome.
That's it, guys. Weighted sit-ups. I don't know if Moon you'll be participating this week. Would love to see.
I think I'll have to. Yeah.
But as I
Although I
said,
don't have a dog, so I have a cat that probably won't let me. Probably get clawed to the face if I tried that. But I definitely do some baby sit-ups.
baby sit-up,
Gotta hold
you're
my baby. I've got a 11-month-old, so that should work better than the 4.5-year-old.
yeah, 4.5-year-old's too wriggly,
A lot.
and like it will scratch your eyeballs out.
He'd probably find
Be
it funny.
safe out there, guys. If you're going to be doing Algoactive, be safe out there. So that's it. Looking forward to seeing everyone's submissions, and we'll see you guys after the break. Tuning out.
This
This is your commercial break. That's right, where you, yes, you, the people, can control the show for just $20. Starting at $20, you can get an unscripted ad read from yours truly, where you can go through and entrust me to represent your brand. It's a great opportunity to lift the community up and to get your exposure that you need for your project. And now we have a video ad.
Remember, stay fit. Just use whatever you have around. Or make 2 kids. And you'll get huge. For free.
I'm speechless. Thank you so much, everyone. That was your commercial break. We're gonna go on into flex time.
All right. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. Luga sent it to me, and I just went with it. Let me see if I can get everybody back here. Not sure. We lost Ross along the way. Hi. How's it going? Oh, there he is. Welcome to Flex Time, Moon and Ross. I think it's your first time. Joe, we got you to participate in Flex Time for the first time last week. But I checked your wallet and I was like, dude, I haven't given you a pass. Your wallet's awesome. You need to do Flex Time with us. So,
Yes, I did submit one today as well.
let me go find that page here. So we asked Moon to flex his. Let's see if I can find it.
I didn't post anything other than the hashtag, so
okay, it should
if I
come right up then.
I should have prepared more in advance, but yeah, it should be right there.
Some solid
Right.
entry.
We'll find it. These are some good. We'll peruse, and I'm sure we'll run across it. Oh, Yomo's Flex and
Yomo.
Spindle. I love them. Lassie, a little bit.
Scoring extra points there.
Loaf, flexing. A Shiva, that's just bragging. He's just rubbing it in at this point. Pixel
The
head.
new pixel heads it's really, really, I like it a lot. I think it's a good kind of complementary look.
Okay, so Moon is killing it. I mean, you can't. This is amazing. I
had to flex it with the news that dropped today about kind of the timeline for going cross chain and fancy horses and really expanding and bringing in new people from different communities. I just think they're killing it. You got the bourbon.
Joey's got the bourbon.
Yes.
Nice.
Of course.
Party at
I think
Joe's.
Matt just came out with their bourbon adventures, right? Was that their announcement today or something like that?
That's pretty cool. They always got something going on.
Mhm.
They do, and I love the collaboration. I also just love the sense of humor. I saw somebody rag on them. They were like, Wolf draws these stupid horses, and kind of got right up there and was like, excuse me, I draw those stupid looking horses. Thank you very much. And I was like, yes. I love the project. They've got bourbon. They're expanding cross chain. They do so many collaborations. Definitely, I think everybody. Maybe we'll just do thumbs up, thumbs down this week. But that flex gets a pass for me for sure. It's a great one.
I've been
Ross with
holding
the thumbs up.
for 2 years. For 2 years on that one.
Nice.
You're up a
Because
bazillion
I
%.
got it at mint for 4 algo.
Golly.
Hey, 4 algo was like $8 back then.
It's true. It might have been in the summer. There might have been a little dip because it had dipped below $1 in the summer. So if it was early enough in the summer, it was still pretty cheap. So
I got into Algo when Algo was like 72 cents. So props to you guys that have been here when it was over $1 and still here. That's awesome.
I gotta find that tweet when it was hit 252, and I was like, I bought it at 25 cents, and I'm buying it at 252.
And then I picked this one up. I picked this one up yesterday. So this is a.
Nice.
It was on the floor, and everyone was hyping up because Mingo hit the #1 in volume, and it was great. I didn't have a green bird, so perfect. I love bucket hats too.
Yeah, now they have like a Grand Theft Algo they just announced too, which is pretty cool, and like a Coop Adventure or something like that.
Lots of adventures.
I love the collaborative nature.
They're killing it always.
I don't get enough data. I'm bad at like remembering that I have stuff in there, but I like it, and I definitely am doing the Coop one right now. There's a bunch out that are current right now. There's always like 5 or 6 active ones going. You can jump in anytime. I think it's awesome. I don't know. I mean, I think I might kick people off the show if they didn't like those 2 flexes. You really went with like a can't go wrong.
I guess a safe pick. I guess I went with safe picks. So I could see someone being like, it's too safe. You could say that. Not experimental.
Oh, no. Enough. You can't go wrong. I don't know. I think you can't go wrong. I think I give you a thumbs up on both of those flexes. Ross has got the thumbs up. Ted, Joe, are you going to give him a pass on these solid flexes? All right. So that's another 10 algo for each of those flexes, Moon. You're killing it. You're going to have to find some really cool place to send that algo.
I will, yeah.
We'll take a look at what else everyone else was flexing on the way down. Dad Kids Clubhouse.
I got him on my water bottle.
What is this?
Oh, that's awesome.
That was it was gifted to me by DC Junior last week. I thought that was just really cool. It has the constellation in the back. It's a female peanut society or something like that by Mingo.
Dope peanut monsters. Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know. I thought it was really cool. It has a beach. I live on the beach. Or I live by the beach. And then
I love this. This one gets a thumbs up.
That gets a thumbs up. It gets a thumbs up, except it's summertime in Michigan where I live, and I am seeing far too many cones. Like cones are everywhere I turn.
They are.
Anybody that lives in the Midwest or that has that like free thaw, your roads turn to garbage, and every spring it's like it's
the
summer.
East
You want to
Coast
go somewhere?
Always under construction. Always, for some reason, they're always under construction out there in New England.
Yep, but I dig the cones. I dig it. And then I didn't cue this up, Moon. You should have had me cue it up. My Shep sidewalk truck art. I did.
Oh yeah.
That was really fun.
Cool.
Yeah, it was fun. I drew one of my Sheps the other day. Beluga posted in the ancient. These look dope. I got to figure out how to get one. And then this was one that Iron Filling posted. He posts one every day. I don't know how he does it, but this one is like hitting home with the baby and the tired eyes and the deck of cards. I'm a fan.
I'm a fan.
Right?
And Iron too in the space. He's someone that's got a lot of stuff.
Oh,
that's a good wallet to go through.
Yeah.
Ranger just turned a year, I think. Mega Beats. I'm not familiar with that. Frog the Sand. Snail, Rimahan. Oh my gosh. I think flexing is one of the most fun things to do, but it's even more fun to kind of like look at them with people. So, Loaf got a meep in there for you.
Yes.
Oh, I made it too big now, but he looks like he works for Evil Corp.
Yeah, villain meep.
Meep, meep. I dig it. Well, if you want to see your flexes on the show, we use the hashtag NFT Flex Time. It's always a good time. I do want to check in with our chat to see if they had anything to say about the flexes. Let's see here. Oh, y'all been busy in the chat. That's a lot of scrolling. And one NFT says they missed the best, his Flemish clone. Yeah, it's a good community. Sad kids are chill people. There's a lot of good stuff in there. I dig it. I love it. We didn't put Ross on the hot seat, but he had really good flexes when he came on as our special guest a few weeks ago. So it's cool. It definitely is awesome. What we're going to do is we're going to jump back, play our final game with Moon, and then let him warm up for his elevator pitch while we hear the StarCast. Thanks, guys.
It's so much less crowded now. I can breathe.
You can
That's
catch up
just
now.
nice.
Yeah, right. I dig it. It is sunny and thunderstorming where I am. It's very weird. Okay.
It is. I can totally respect that, and you know, because the finals have been in Denver, it's been such a media blitz. You know, you see all these national like people coming in, and it has been the worst weather the last 2 weeks. So everyone that has flown out and is making a whole effort to do this, right? I mean, it's been like today. It's horrible. I mean, like, let me see if I can.
It was cold. It was cold yesterday.
Yeah.
It was cold. We
It's
were
summer.
bundled up to do our Algo active. But the couple days before that, it was hot and dry, and we were getting smoke from the I almost said California fires because I'm just used to getting their smoke. But it was Canada's fires this time.
Oh, wow.
And they had advisories out that like young kids and the elderly should stay indoors for hours.
Yep.
So I
Did
had
you
to
guys see
keep the kids in.
New York City? New York City was like orange.
It reminded me of watching some of the days when China hosted the Olympics and me like really seeing smog, you know what I mean? But so yeah, it's been fun. We got outside yesterday after the rain, but it got kind of cold, and we did our Algo active and ran around a little bit. Fisherman, I don't know if you guys are keeping tabs on the chat, but Fisherman.algo doubled our coop prices for today. So
He's a legend.
He's amazing.
Absolute legend.
I mean, says the other, like a legend. Like we got legends on legends on legends.
As far as Coop goes, he's
Coop,
been
Pepe, NFDs, like they've all just done so much. Fisherman was also the first person to reach out to me about sponsoring the show way back when. So I got mad love. He just lifts everybody up and doubling down on our Coop prices for today was no exception. Really cool. So I do have one more game to play with you, and I'm really excited about it. It's called the Algo Ecosystem Challenge. And we're going to give you 30 seconds. There's a timer. And Ted and I are going to do our best to count, but if you're watching, count along with us because we do
30 seconds.
We do tend to not do the greatest keeping score. But you're going to have 30 seconds to name as many ecosystem projects as you can.
Okay. This is going to be tough. I did not prepare. That's
okay. Eddie took advantage of our sponsor bar last week. which
Is
if
this-
you really get stuck, I know you can name all of those.
Oh, sponsor.
So.
Is this just NFT projects or just like any ecosystem? I'm probably going to do mostly NFT projects.
Well, you have a few NFT projects. You could use a few seconds there just on yours. But if any projects on Algorand, yeah, for sure. We're pretty lenient there. But I'm going to queue up the clock. I'm excited. I don't know. Something about a timer really gets me like edge of my seat.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Oh.
I'm gonna pause it real quick and move it away from Ted's face. He was gone
just right
last
over
week.
Ted. Yeah.
I know.
You can put it over my face as I'm embarrassingly not remembering like every project. I probably like bought one yesterday and then can't remember the name. Just different things. But
all right. Well, I'm gonna put it up, but I'll move it and restart it for you because I don't want to block Teddy's face. Even though I'm having a hard time seeing his face today, anyways, because of the light and the hat. I think
the hat, yeah, and by design. It's been a rough night.
I'm gonna try that one week when I'm feeling a little extra tired. That like shadow face look. I dig it.
Don't
all
get
right,
me
let me get
started
this
on my
timer
hair.
put in the right spot, and then we'll reset it for you, Moon. Sorry. Okay, on your mark. Get set. Go.
okay, Rand Gallery, Algo X NFT, NFDs, Exa, Mingo, mostly friends. Does that count as another one? Shep, Cones, Flemish Giants, Lundy's. Let's go with H&Y, which includes Borks. I don't know if we're doing like different ones. Wow, 30 seconds is no time at all. Thirstover, Stupid Horse. We got jeez, that's so fast. Just watch the last like 7 seconds just like count down so quickly.
You get a generous 14.
That was
good.
That was bad.
You did good. Did good. Teddy, how many did he get?
A generous 14.
I don't even know if I got like 10. I think I said like a bunch of things from the same people.
There was a little bit.
I was gonna look down at the sponsors, and then I have a bar with like my settings covering up all of them.
Oh.
I don't even know.
But no.
Oh my gosh! Yep.
Okay. I dig it. It's one of my favorite games to play, along with the Limerick. It's just fun for me. I don't know.
I got like no DeFi. I just was like, I could have gotten so many. Like, I'm just like thinking of all of the. Anyway, you can tell I didn't prepare. So
next time, it's okay.
Next time I'm on, I'll prepare. I'll have like the Pokemon rap. I'll have that prepared, but for ecosystem projects.
I don't know what that is, but I think it's really cute. Well, I know you know, Moon, but I just want to say thanks again to you for being our special guest. We do have one more hot seat to put you on before the end of the show.
Thanks for having me. Absolutely. This has been so much fun.
It's been so long coming. I remember when I was just doing interviews and I was like, hey.
I know.
And you were like, yes. But then, you're busy during the school year and, real life. And so I was like, your name came up. I dare you to weasel out now.
I raised my hand, and it was perfect because like it's over the summer, so I'm not teaching. And when you first got in contact with me, I think the baby was 3 months old, and so it was just a lot harder. But
well, I dig it. You do so much for our space. You do a lot of onboarding. I know you've been around since the Reddit days, but you like haven't abandoned Reddit. You still hang out there sometimes.
A little bit, yeah.
It's cool. You do some really great onboarding. You are one of the only free mints I've ever heard of on Algorand, so that's really cool. I was stoked to have you. So you're going to have 60 seconds to pitch us one or as many of your projects as you want. But yeah, I mean, shout out to Ted and Luga and Felicia and Joe who are with me every week, but also it was a huge honor to have Ross in to try to fill Luga's very big shoes. We all know he's super fit. Kind of makes me blush a little bit sometimes. But I just it's a group list. It's so much fun. I cannot reiterate that if you're at home and you're like, man, I wish I could get in on this, hit me up. We'll make it happen. But really it's a fun, really, I don't even know how to say it, but so many people go into it, and we've got sponsors that we're really grateful for. it's a really good time. I do want to check the chat again. There's been so many there's been so many comments. I've had a little bit of a hard time keeping up today, but like I saw Aubrey in here, Ranter, Lassie, One NFT, Biz was in there. He said if I beat him anymore in poker, he might not watch. So I'm glad he still made it in. Michael Norris. Oh gosh, there's so many good ones. Fisherman was in the chat earlier. I saw we got DCJR. I saw Ice in there. Just like we have the coolest, most fun, dysfunctional algo fam ever, and it's just like a random band of misfit degens, and it's good. It's all good. Teddy, you got anything you want to leave us with before we head off to the Starcast?
I just want to give some love to my buddy Moon. He's one of my closest confidants within the whole ecosystem in space. His mentality on bringing something to the table and literally expecting nothing in return speaks to his whole life. I mean, he's a teacher, and I think that's something that is really awesome and really cool. And just it's the unwavering persistence is really awesome. So I won't keep the Starcast going any longer or hold that up any longer though.
Moon, everybody loves you for real. Like I don't know anybody that's like that Moon guy. I don't know.
I get into some Twitter matches with people, but yeah, other than the occasional sassy Twitter comments, I get, I appreciate like the nice words everyone's been saying too.
Well, you deserve them, but we can't be too nice. We're going to stick you on one last timer. I'm going to head over to Felicia. We'll get the Starcast. We'll do your elevator pitch and we'll call it a wrap on this week's Algo Hour. But dude, I don't know. I smile so much every show, my cheeks hurt by the end of it. So I don't know.
It's okay. My lights went out. Now my teeth look like really bright. Every time I smile, it looks like it's beaming.
It's great. It's a good trick. I'm going to use that and the shadow face technique next time. It might save me some prep for sure. All right, on to Felicia Starcast, and then we'll hear your pitch.
Hello, Felicia here with some more astrology. Venus is in Leo. Venus in Leo is the best Venus placement possible. Venus is values, is the love planet. It's our aesthetic taste, love nature, the way we show appreciation in the world. And Leo is the most dramatic, over-the-top, performative placement for that possible, because Leo is ruled by the sun, the center of our solar system. It lights everything up. You literally need the sun to see. It's so extra. Venus in Leo is fiery. It is intense. It's a fire sign. So their love nature, their way of dressing and expressing themselves tends to be very out there, very rainbow. During this transit, you may find yourself drawn to bold and dramatic gestures of love, such as grand romantic gestures or public displays of affection. You may also feel more inclined to express your creative side, whether that means taking up a new hobby, pursuing a passion project, or simply dressing in a more flamboyant and attention-grabbing way. However, it is important to remember that Venus in Leo can also be a bit like a drama queen. You may find yourself craving attention and validation from others, or feeling hurt or offended if you don't receive the admiration you feel you deserve. This is very much a Leo. Try to stay grounded and focus on expressing your true self rather than seeking external validation. Overall, Venus in Leo is a time to embrace your inner diva, let your passion lift. Whether you're single or in a relationship, you'll feel more confident and more radiant than ever before. So go ahead and strut your stuff. Venus in Leo is going to be in Leo much longer than usual. This is because Venus is going to retrograde in July till September 22nd, and then it'll continue in Leo until October 8th. Venus is in Leo for 4 whole months. A typical Venus transit is 4 weeks, but we have that retrograde, so it's going to be in there much longer. For the collective, Venus in Leo is going to bring out the performative, very over-the-top nature of how we get things done and do things, especially with money, love, and relationships. Then Venus in retrograde is going to be a reanalysis or a rethinking that. A lot of the summer is going to be really amazing for our Venus area in our chart. Then we have like a month and a half of rethinking. Venus in Leo wants that dramatic love. It's very fun and it's a very dramatic transit. Each zodiac sign will experience this transit differently, but it's a great time to focus on pursuing your passions and expressing yourself authentically. So here's a breakdown of what this transit means for each rising sign. And if you do not know your rising sign, just look for your sun sign. So first, Aries, this is happening in your 5th house of dating, creativity, and kids. A lot of fun for you this summer. You may experience heightened expressiveness in romantic relationships. It's a favorable time for indulging in hobbies and showing off your talents. Taurus, this is in your 4th house of home and property. You may feel a stronger bond with loved ones and find pleasure in creating a warm and inviting atmosphere. It's an excellent period for domestic peace, or maybe a big focus on renovations on your home or getting a nice house. For Gemini, this is happening in your 3rd house of communication and writing. You may find yourself more charming and expressive, making it easier to connect with others. It's an ideal time for networking, socializing, exchanging ideas with others. It could be a busy summer online or just putting out content. For Cancer, this is happening in your 2nd house of income and money. You may experience increased abundance or find joy in treating yourself to something special. It's also a favorable time for evaluating your values and enhancing your financial situation. For Leo, it's happening in your 1st house. With Venus in your sign for 4 months, you're so lucky, by the way. This heightens your personal magnetism and attractiveness. You ooze confidence and charm, making it easier to attract admiration. It's a time to embrace your individuality and show off your talents. Virgo, this is happening in your 12th house of mental health, addiction, and spirituality. This transit affects your inner world. You may find joy in solitude and in self-care activities. It's an ideal time for self-reflection, healing, and nurturing your emotional well-being. Libra, this is in your 11th house of networking and friends. Your friendships and romantic relationships will flourish, and you may find joy in group activities. It's a period for fostering meaningful connections and enjoying social interactions. Scorpio, this is in your 10th house of career. This transit enhances your career and your public image. Work could be going really well for you. You may receive recognition and appreciation for your professional endeavors. It's a good time to focus on your goals and make a positive impression on others. Sagittarius, this is in your 9th house of foreign travel and higher education. Venus in Leo amplifies your thirst for adventure. So it's a great time to explore new cultures, maybe pursue some educational opportunities, re-enroll back into school, embrace different perspectives. You may also find love or pleasure by just traveling, or my grandma's knocking on my door, sorry. Okay, Capricorn, this is happening in your 8th house of finance, investing, and oh my God. Okay, and occult. You may experience deep emotional connections or make a lot of money during the summer. It's an ideal time for planning or indulging in some esoteric or occult knowledge. Aquarius, this is happening in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. You may find joy in working together with others towards common goals. It's a favorable time for negotiating contracts, forming alliances, or enhancing your one-on-one connections. And at last, for Pisces, this is in your 6th house of physical health and coworkers. This could be like a wellness girl summer kind of thing. You could be really focused on your health and your well-being, or working on things regarding managing other people at a workplace. For everyone, this is going to be a quite dramatic area of our life. Enjoy the playful and vibrant energy that this transit brings, and make the most of the opportunities for love, expression, and creative exploration. That's all I have for Venus and Leo. Thank you, IRL. Thank you for listening. Oh, next we have the elevator pitch with Moon, Gary, Lamborghini, however you know him.
Oh, this is fancy. Well, I just wanted to thank you, IRL, for having me on. I'm just going to share some of the things I've been working on. So I made, I drew and created the Shep NFTs and the Cone NFTs, and before that, Moon Dude NFTs. So yeah, I've had quite a bit of fun making pixel art, and most of them have been, so like Shep and Cones have all been free mints, just given out to people. Stop in the Discord, say hi, hit me up on Twitter. But one thing I'm working on now is I'm trying to go beyond just like the picture, just beyond just like some fun pixel art. I can't share too much, but I've got a dev that I'm talking to, and I'm paying for some development stuff, and I'm drawing some pixel art assets and different things for hopefully something you guys really enjoy, but I can't really share too much about it. Do a little tease.